business owner, salesperson. Today we're going to talk about one thing, just one thing that you can do that will generate leads for your business. Hey Kim, how you doing? Hope you're having a great day. I'm on YouTube Live as well as IG Live. Got my IG Live here and got my YouTube Live there. So I'll be going back and forth a bit. So put in the chat where you're from, where you're tuning in. So good to have you today. Thanks for jumping in on this live to share with you this one thing that will generate leads for your business and to help you to close more sales. So if you want to close more sales, you want to attract more leads into your business, qualified leads, good leads, attracting more prospects, more people that know who you are, know who your product, about your product or services, and you want to bring more revenue into your business, then this live is for you. If you're not familiar with who I am, my name is Mark Lorray. I'm a business coach. I help businesses to grow. I help you with your systems, your structure, and your sales, most of all, your sales. A little bit of background. I started my first business when I was 23 years old. I only had $22 and a penny to my name at the time. And I started a window cleaning business, and I grew that business to 6 figures, and I sold it. And I learned a lot along the way. I went into other businesses and I did the same, grew those into multi-6-figure business, and then I sold it. And so I'm on a mission to help business owners like you to grow your business, to know how to generate leads. As I say, I didn't have a lot of money, but $22 is not any money really. Didn't have any money to do a lot of marketing, ads, radio ads. Didn't have money for bus stop ads or those kind of ads out there, flyers, that kind of thing. I didn't have that budget, but what I did have was a brain. And what I did have was connections that I developed, I learned along the way. You don't have to have a lot of money in order to grow your business. You don't have to be rich. So today, I'm just going to share with you one thing. I'm on IG Live here and YouTube Live over here. Thank you again for joining me. How do you track your business? Are you tracking? Throw it in the chat. Let me know. Are you tracking your business or your activities in your business? Do you know what to track inside your business? Throw in the chat if you are tracking things inside your business. What should you track? The answer basically is you got to be tracking everything. How do you know where you're going if you don't know where you are? How do you know where you're going if you don't know where you are? You need to track where you are, not just where you're going or where you want to go. You see, that's the thing with entrepreneurs, and myself included, and I had to learn this the hard way, is that we get excited, we have ideas, we have thoughts, things that we want to do, in our business. We just know that we want to grow our business, right? But we don't necessarily take time and plan out our steps and our directions in where we want to go. We don't really take that time to do that, right? So it's important that you take time to track your business, track everything inside your business, where you are now and where you want to go. It's important that you track your steps along the way, not just the good stuff, not just your high moments or your great moments or your successes, but you want to track your lessons that you have to learn, track the mistakes, track what worked, what didn't work, so that you can pivot what is working so that you can do that better. But you know what? I'm going to give you a list of things that you can track within your business. And please, if you have any questions, put them into the chat. I'd love to answer those questions. All right. So some of the things that we want to track in your business is your marketing metrics. So what are you doing for your marketing, your lead generation process? The cost. What's the cost of doing business? What's your marketing costs? Such as your website, any advertisement, if you're doing social media ads, what does it cost you? Are you tracking those costs or are you just spending? like crazy. If you're just spending and not tracking, and I was guilty of that when I started my first business, especially, I was just spending. When I got a little bit of money, I spent, spend here, spend there. But you got to track that money. Where's your money going? Where's your finances going? Track your marketing initiatives, your marketing metrics, track your financials, right? Your profit and loss, your gross margin. Do you know what your gross margin is? Your operating expenses. A lot of small business owners, especially when just starting out, don't even know that they have to track that, right? Your cash flow. Are you tracking your cash flow? Your budget versus your expenses. Are you tracking that, right? You want to grow your business, you have to know where you are financially. You have to know your budget, what you're spending, what you're making, what your revenue that you're bringing in. Another thing to track is operational metrics. The time that you spend on client delivery or fulfillment, track that time. Project timelines and deadlines. Employee productivities, if you have teams of people working with you, are you tracking their productivity? Are you tracking your productivity? I mean, there's so much. I can do a live on just on each of these things, and I probably will. Employee productivity, I mentioned that already. Inventory, if you have inventory in your business, are you tracking your inventory? One of the business owners in our community, they had hundreds, almost thousands of dollars of inventory just sitting in their storage space. That's money that's just sitting there. They didn't even know how much it was worth. They didn't even know how much was in there. And they were like, hey, Mark, we're wanting more leads. But yet the revenue that was sitting there in that storage room turned out to be thousands of dollars. I encourage them to, start letting it go, selling it off, right? They weren't tracking their inventory. Are you tracking your inventory? Your systems, your processes, track all of that. Everything in your business, basically what I'm saying in this live is that everything in your business must be tracked. You want to be successful in business, track everything in your business. Where you are now and where you are going. If you know where you are now, track it, and you track every step of the way. Think of it like, a staircase. You want to get upstairs. You're in your house, right? You don't just go from one step to the top step. There are a number of steps. As a matter of fact, it's 12 steps. How do I know this? Because I had a renovation company. 17 steps if you have high ceilings. 12 steps that you have. You can go count it. You don't go from step 1 to step 12 just like that. Every step counts. Every step matters. Each step gets you to the next step. Each goal gets you to the next goal. So everything that you track within your business every day, track your activities for every day, track your productivity levels, track your successes, your failures. Everything should be tracked in your business. Thank you very much. Yours exclusively says, take away 3 good tips. Thanks. All right. I appreciate you. Wonderful. So in order to get to the next level, toward where your end goal of where you want to be, you have to take it step by step, one step at a time, and track everything. You want to generate more leads in your business? You want to generate more customers, more prospects. Maybe you're having difficulty right now. Things are slow. Your phone is not ringing as often as you wish it would, or your emails, you're not getting enough email requests, or people are not logging in or coming into your programs, your landing pages, your offer, and it's getting frustrating. You're getting discouraged. You're feeling like probably giving up, thinking that what's wrong with me? Maybe you have limiting beliefs around where you are at right now. Yeah, and part of it could be the economy and what's going on in the world right now. People are sort of like holding off a little bit. But then the other part could be you're not tracking your prospects as you're networking, as you're meeting people, as you are sending emails out, posting things on social media. Are you even tracking to see where those prospects are going? Do you even know where they are in your sales funnel? Those of you that are in my program, I teach you about the 5 stages of the sales funnel. If you want to get those 5 stages of the sales funnel, you want to know what those are, just type funnel in the chat and I'll send that to you. Okay. But there are 5 stages in the sales funnel, and I'll just name them right now, but I won't get into them. The first one is awareness. Second is interest. Third is consideration. Fourth is purchase. And the fifth is retention. So if you want to know where your prospects are in the sales funnel, just and you want more help with that, just type funnel in the chat and I'll send you that. And it's free, no charge, because you're here on the live. All right. So how are you tracking? Are you tracking your prospects? Are you tracking where your customers are coming from? Are you feeling discouraged that you're not busy right now? You're posting to your stories, your feed on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you're everywhere, YouTube videos, and it doesn't seem like it's converting. It doesn't seem like it's, turning into dollars. Your leads are not converting into dollars. All right, yours exclusively. I'll send that to you, funnel, after this is done. You got it. You're doing all the things, but are you actually tracking where those prospects are in your funnel? And one of the things that you need to have, if you don't have it already, is a CRM system. So those of you on my Instagram today, you would see that I posted in my stories, and I'm giving it away today for free. So you just go into my story on Instagram and you can just click that, grab it. It is 10 CRM systems that you can choose from that will help you to generate leads, that will help you to keep track of your leads, and you can close more sales. So you go ahead and grab that. It's free, by the way, so just grab that. Those 10 CRM systems are Salesforce. Some of you may have heard these. HubSpot, Zolo. There are so many of them. Yalini, how you doing? I will send that to you also. Again, those of you on YouTube and on my IG Live, type in the word funnel. I'll send you the 5 stages of the sales funnel. Why do you want to have a CRM system? Why is it important to have? Well, everything I just talked about, the importance of tracking your business, tracking everything in your business so that you can know where your customers are, where your prospects are in the sales funnel, right? Maybe they need more information from you. Maybe they have some questions they haven't asked. Maybe you haven't communicated properly what your value of your product or service is, right? So that's what a CRM does, and it helps you to stay organized. It helps you to schedule. Maybe you spoke to someone today and they called you, they DM'd you asking you about your service, you gave them a price. And so if you have a CRM system, then you can track that, the person's name, email, make sure you get their emails, contact information, not just the phone number, but you get emails. So that way they're in your database and you can send them regular emails, because maybe they're not ready to buy from you right now. No doesn't mean never. It just means not right now, right? And so if you have their email address and you put that into your CRM system, and then you put a date to it. Okay, I'm going to call this person back. I'm going to follow up in 2 weeks' time, and put a time to it. That actually creates a workflow for you. So 2 weeks down the road, you actually have workflow that you're setting up 2 weeks ahead of time for yourself. Let's just say it's on a Tuesday, May the 10th. I don't know if that's for real. I'll be pretty lucky if that is, right? And so you schedule that. And when May the 10th comes, Tuesday, May the 10th comes, you look at your calendar. Okay, what do I have to do today? This helps with your productivity, by the way, right? What do I have to do today? All right, I got to call these people. I have to follow up with an email, because your CRM, you plugged it into your CRM. You gave yourself work to do so that you can follow up with that client, that prospect, and hopefully continue the conversation, answer any questions that they may have had, give them some more information, whatever it is that you need to do to close that sale. Okay, so that's what a CRM is really good for. It helps you to stay organized. It helps you to keep track of your prospects so that you know where they are in the sales funnel. Okay, and you'll know how to close those people. Your leads, you'll generate more leads that way because you'll know exactly how many people are coming into your sales funnel because you're tracking everything in your business. You're tracking what type of advertisement works for your business, right? Is it Google ads? Is it social media ads? You have to track all of these things, right? Is it Facebook ads? Is it Instagram ads? Is it doing more YouTube videos? Is it going out networking? What is the conversion? When I do these things and I make contact with a certain amount of people, what is the conversion rate after that? You should be tracking that. Okay. So that's what a CRM is really, really good for. So go ahead and grab that today. Just click on the link there and grab that. It is free. It is yours. You can try. These CRMs are free for 7 days, 14 days. Go ahead and check them out. I've provided the whole list of them for you. Pipedrive, Zoho CRM, Microsoft Dynamics 365, Fresh Sales, Insightly. Like there's just so many of them there for you that you can check out. Okay. So the one thing that you can do to grow, to generate more leads, and to close more sales in your business is to track everything. Track everything. Track it all. Thank you for joining my live. Hope you have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Whatever you do, be productive, be focused, track everything. You got this.